If you've been struggling with fried rice, just follow this foolproof method. There's no complex water ratios, no jet engine stoves, no leaving plates in the fridge overnight. By the end of this video, I promise that you'll be able to get from dry, uncooked rice to perfect fluffy fried rice in 30 minutes time, give or take. So then, to start, like always, you should rinse your rice. Here we're using 230 grams or about 1 metric cup of Jasmine rice, but any medium grain rice will work. The purpose of this rinse isn't just to give it a wash, but also get off a bit of that surface starch, which can sometimes cause a bit of gumminess. Then, get a pot of water up to a boil and dump your rice in, cooking it like it's pasta. We're not aiming to completely cook it through here. What we're doing is parboiling the rice, which will make it firmer and less sticky. So, after 3 minutes of boiling, drain and, importantly, keep that rice in a fine mesh strainer. Then, give your pot a quick rinse, add in about 2 inches of water, and get that up to a boil. Then, take the rice that's in the strainer, spread it even, and poke in a couple holes through that mound with a chopstick, like so. We're going to be steaming this for 15 minutes, so nestle the strainer over your bubbling pot, cover that up, and wrap the edges with a damp towel. The towel will sort of seal things, but you don't need to be too paranoid about a little crack here or there. And you could alternatively just wrap it with foil if that makes more sense for you in your kitchen. This parboil and steam method is a traditional way of preparing rice in different pockets of China, and it's also a pretty common approach in restaurant kitchens to prep fried rice. Although in China, you'd probably see it done in one of these big cool buckets made specifically for the job. So then, as that's steaming, it's at this time that you can prepare everything else. Meat, vegetable, whatever, it's your fried rice, go nuts. For us, we're going to keep things super basic today and just do a simple egg and scallion fried rice just to give you a bit of a base. But we will have a few more ideas for you down in the description. Then, after that 15 minutes of steaming, just take the rice out, spread it on a plate, and this is ready to fry as is. No drying in front of a fan, no waiting 24 hours. The parboil and steam method does your work for you. But I do know that in a lot of corners of the internet, many people breathlessly tell you that this rice then needs to be fried on a wok, needs to be over a high flame, etc., etc. Now, we like woks, we like gas stoves, but I promise that they're not mandatory. And to prove it, we'll fry this up in a nonstick skillet over this little induction stove that we usually use for hot pot. So then, burner on medium-low. Go in with a tablespoon of oil. Here we're using lard because lard fried rice is incredible, but really use whatever. Then, go in with 2 beaten eggs, which I know is also a matter of great debate. What we like for our egg here is little bits of grain-sized egg evenly incorporated within our fried rice. So to get there, we'll drizzle the egg in while stirring, then continuously kind of smush it to break it up. After about 3 to 4 minutes of that motion, you should be looking at something a bit like this, which is called guihuadan or Osmanthus egg in Chinese. But if you don't care, or if you don't feel like it, a quick scramble would also be totally okay. So at this point, just scooch that all to the side and up your heat to medium. Then, go in with another tablespoon half of lard or oil, and to that, toss in your rice. Give that a quick fry to coat the rice with the oil, then mix everything together and fry it all for about 1 minute. If you like a little soy sauce in your fried rice, go in with 2 teaspoons, then mix it up and fry that for another minute. Then, season it, totally to taste. But what we like is a ½ teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, a ¼ teaspoon white pepper powder, and a ¼ teaspoon MSG, which is totally Western supermarket available, by the way, under the brand name Accent. Quick mix, toss in your chopped scallions. This was 40 grams worth, by the way. Another quick mix, then heat off. And just like that, you've got yourself some egg fried rice. No sweat, no hassle, done top to bottom in a normal for dinner amount of time.
So the fact that steamed rice is the best for fried rice, it seems to be something that both the North and the South agree on. But that's kind of a traditional wisdom nowadays because most families, they have rice cookers at home now. And when you're living with your Chinese family with a rice cooker, you often have some leftover rice in the fridge. And it just makes perfect sense to just fry them up into fried rice the next day. So if you are making fried rice, no need to make your rice let it left over for a day, and then cook them again the next day. Just steam some and fry them up directly. They will be perfect every time. So right, check out the recipe in the description box. A big thank you for everyone that's supporting us on Patreon. And of course, subscribe for more Chinese cooking wisdoms.